What would a world designed around peace actually look like? Not a world without disagreement, not a world without challenges, but a world where peace wasn't an afterthought. A world where peace was part of the design. Just imagine that for a moment. Because when we design cities, we ask, how do we move people efficiently? When we design schools, we ask, how do we educate children? When we design businesses, we ask, how do we increase productivity? But what if we started asking a different question? What helps people experience more peace? For me, yoga changed my life after I was diagnosed with lupus in 2009. Before yoga, I thought peace was something that happened after my problems disappeared, after I got healthy, after life became easier, after everything finally worked out. But yoga taught me something completely different. Peace isn't about finding it at the end of your journey. It's not something that you wait until the end. It's something you practice along the way. And once I realized that, I started seeing the world differently. I started wondering what would happen if we built our communities with that same mindset. Imagine if every school taught emotional regulation alongside academics. Imagine if every workplace saw employee well-being as an investment instead of an expense. Imagine if every city offered free yoga and wellness programs in public parks and for public officials. Imagine if healthcare invested just as much in prevention as it did in treatment. Imagine if neighborhoods had more places where people could gather, move, breathe, connect. I don't think these are unrealistic ideas. They're opportunities. Because here's what I've learned. If someone is stressed every day for years, that stress shows up somewhere. It shows up in their health. It shows up in their relationships. It shows up in their work. It shows up in their parenting. It shows up in their community. Eventually, it becomes everyone's problem. Talk about public health. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine millions of people learning how to regulate stress before it becomes chronic. Imagine children growing up knowing how to calm themselves before reacting. Imagine leaders making decisions from clarity instead of panic. Imagine neighbors who actually know each other. Imagine communities where wellness isn't considered a luxury. It's simply a part of everyday life. Would there still be disagreements? Absolutely. Peace doesn't eliminate conflict. It changes how we move through it. Because the opposite of peace isn't disagreement. The opposite of peace is living in a constant state of reactivity, a constant state of stress, a constant high level of cortisol. Yoga teaches us something incredibly important. Before you change the world around you, learn how to regulate the world within you. Because every conversation, every business, every family, every community is shaped by the nervous systems of the people inside it, the people who run it, the people who participate in it. And if we would like more peaceful communities, we need more regulated people. If we would like better leaders, we need healthier nervous systems. If we would like a better future, we need to invest in the people who are creating it. That's why I don't see yoga simply as an exercise. I see it as part of the infrastructure of peace. It is one of the tools that helps people become more patient, more compassionate, more resilient, more capable of responding instead of reacting. Imagine the ripple effect if enough people develop these skills. That's the world I would like to be in. That's the world I would like to help build. That's the ideal. Not because I think yoga is the answer to every problem, But because I believe inner peace creates people who are better equipped to solve problems together. That's why my mission has become so much bigger than teaching yoga poses. My mission is to spread world peace through inner peace. Because I believe a peaceful world isn't something we stumble into. It's something we intentionally design. One person, one breath, one community at a time. So if you're a yoga teacher doing your work, keep doing it. If you're an aspiring yoga teacher, keep studying. If you're a leader or someone who cares enough to create a meaningful change in your own community, yes, keep doing that. I invite you to join us every Sunday. I teach at 7 p.m. Eastern, a free session where you can explore how yoga can become a vehicle for leadership, opportunity, and lasting impact. Check out the details in the caption. Bring a notebook, bring your questions, bring your vision for the future. Because the world we experience tomorrow is being designed by the choices we make today. I'll see you in class. Peace.